Hello students. In previous classes, I have discussed you regarding the isomerism, like definition, what are the types of isomerism, and the next thing I have discussed that what are the definitions of the all the types related to structural isomerism. I had given you a small clues about all those types of structural isomerism. So let's start, and before starting, again like a previous slides or like a previous slides of isomerism, I will just explain you regarding the example that what is this particularly structural isomerism. This structural isomerism is just like the play of building blocks. I had told you this thing during the class of isomerism. Here you have to remember that how you use the same set of block to create a different shape and the structure by taking them apart and putting them back together again. So well, the molecular formulas are a lot like building blocks only. They can provide us a clue about structural isomers. So these structural isomers are the molecule with the same molecular formula, but their atoms having a different arrangement of the atoms having a different arrangement. So now come to the classification. The first one is chain isomerism. So what is this chain isomerism? Chain isomerism is a made up of a two or more carbon or other compound with the same molecular formula but different atomic arrangement. Okay, same molecular formula but different atomic arrangement or branches. Imagine removing one carbon compound and its attachment from a chain and attaching them to another carbon compound within the chain. Okay, so we can also consider that this chain isomerism is just like a skeletal isomerism. Like this skeletal is you may consider that this one is just like a skeletal, and they may be like this or they may be in the form of branched. Okay, the example is these are. Here you can see the C5H12. Here you can see if you have a carbon number 5 and hydrogen how many? 12. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. C5H12, the molecular formula is C5H12, but the structure is like this. So this one is our N-pentane. Then you will arrange it like this. C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, carbon 5, and hydrogen how much? 12. It should be 12. 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here this one 3, it means 12. Here also 12. Right? It means you can see in these examples, the carbon number is remained 5, hydrogen number is 12. But the arrangement of this particular molecule is different. We can say the molecular formula is same, but this type of arrangement of atom is different. That one is called as chain isomerism. It means removing one carbon from this attachment and you are just attaching it with you are just attaching it at another carbon atom within the chain only. Okay, so this one was about a chain isomerism. Hopefully you understood by learning this particular C5H12. Okay, now come to the next one. In this example, this one is also example of a chain isomerism. Here what will you learn from this slide? That this one is again our pentane molecule. The formula is C5H12. So here it's particularly pentane has a 3 different chain isomer. Okay, this pentane having a 3 different chain isomer, as I told in this slide, pentane having 3 different isomers. Okay, so here you will see that the pentane and isopentane, this one and this one, are a chain isomer of each other. When we switch this particularly methyl group of pentane which is circled in this red with a hydrogen atom on the carbon chain, we will have a chain isomer, isopentane. Okay. So chain isomers not only apply to the carbon groups on the chain, but also to a different atom that may be present on the chain. So here you can see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atom, 5 carbon atoms. Only they have just taken this methyl group and they have put this methyl group on this particularly hydrogen atom. This hydrogen atom, this arrow will indicate that now there will be interconversion. This hydrogen, it will be come to this side. This methyl group, it will go to this side. Here you can see this methyl group, it will come to this side. It will attach to this carbon atom, and this hydrogen atom, it will be attached to this carbon atom. Okay. So this one was about our chain isomerism. So hopefully you will understand this thing. What is chain isomerism? Now come to the next one is our position isomerism. Now what is this particularly position isomerism? Position means there will be difference in the position of particular substituent. Okay, here you can see the example. The position of the functional group of substituent atoms are different in the position isomers. The example they have taken like this: C3H7Cl. Or this one is our molecular formula, C3H7Cl. When they have arranged this thing, they can arrange like this also, or you can arrange like this also. Either you can put this chlorine group at the first carbon atom, or you can put the chlorine atom at the second carbon atom, but you will find this C3H7Cl. 3, carbon number 3, Cl chlorine 1, 3, 4, 5 is 6. This one is C3H6, and this one 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? But here what is the difference? Here you have to say that there is no difference in their particular molecular formula, because here the number of hydrogen is 6 and there is a 7, but here is a difference between this particularly chlorine atom. Here the chlorine is found at the position number 1. Here this particular chlorine is found at the position number 2. That's why it is written that position isomerism means of the functional group or any substituent atoms at a different position. Molecule has the same carbon skeleton. You can see pentene and pentuene. These are two examples. One is pentene, pentuene. Next one is pentuene. The molecule has the same carbon skeleton, same functional group, but the functional group is not present at the same position. They are present in the different position. Which functional group are present here? They are indicating about the alkenes only, having a chemical property similar but the different physical property. Here you can see 1 double bond 2. It means this black one indicates a carbon number, and this one white one indicates a hydrogen number. And here again the double bond has been interconverted, 2, 3. So you can say there are no other isomers with 5 carbons in the longest chain, but there are 3 other structural isomers with a chain of 4 carbon plus 1 in each branch. Here the double bond is found between the carbon number 1 and 2, but here the double bond is found at the carbon number 2 and 3. Here also you can see the number of carbon atom is how many? 5. Here number of carbon atom is 5. Number of hydrogen atom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here only the position will be changed. Now in this next example here you can see there is a benzene ring having a same carbon skeleton, same functional group, but the functional group is in a different position. Here you can see 1, 2, dichlorobenzene. This one benzene ring is there, but the chlorine atom is indicated with this particularly green ball. Here again the position number is changed, 1, 3, here 1, 2, 1, 3, and here 1, 4. So if the particular atoms are found at this particularly position, that one is called as ortho. This position, third, that one is called as meta. And this particular at the bottom side, if it is found, that one is called as para. So this is ortho, meta, and para. Dichlorobenzene, or 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, this one, I think there is something wrong is here. This structure is something wrong here. Also the structure, both the chemical formula should be same, but this particularly position should be different. Okay, so yeah, just see, I have got it. Please correct it. Here it should not be like this, it should be like this, CH3 CH. Okay, so sorry for this one, this structure was wrong. Now this one is a clear structure. Now this structure is clear. Now you can see how many hydrogen, how many carbon atom is there? 3. Hydrogen atom is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it is clear. Okay. So please correct it. If you are writing this example, then please correct it. Here again, like that, like those slided, here the molecular formula should be same. C3H7Cl, but only there should be difference in the position isomerism. There should be difference in the position. Here it is found at the second number, and here it is found at the first number. Okay, so please correct it. Here it should be only 3. Now come to the next one. Next one is our functional isomerism. Now, what is this particularly functional isomerism? Functional, this word is originated from the word functional group. Okay, as you know very well, that the molecules are classified according to their functional group, or we can say the groups of atom or bonds with a unique chemical and physical quality. Right? Let's take a look at some functional group. Here, for example, suppose that if a functional group of this particularly aldehyde, this aldehyde is also known as a carbonyl group, it is attached to a molecule, then this molecule will be called as aldehyde, right? If this one CHO or aldehyde group, it is just attached to any particularly molecule, then that particular molecule will be called as aldehyde, right? And if a functional group, suppose that here is aldehyde, if we attach here any here like this ketone group, if the functional group of this COU we are going to attach, then we will be saying that now this particular molecule is our ketone, this one was our aldehyde, and if you just change this functional group, you will find here ketone. Or suppose that take any other example, if this aldehyde or if a functional group of OH is attached to the molecule, then this molecule will be classified as an alcohol, right? It means if a particular molecule will be changed based upon their different functional group only, right? So functional group isomers have the same molecular formula but different functional group on the chain. For example, here you can say, here you can see this one is example propane, this one is propanone, having a same chemical formula but different functional group. Here you can see a number of carbon atom is how many? Let me take a pen. Number of carbon atom is 1, 2 and 3. So carbon is 3. How many hydrogen is there? Hydrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C3H6 and O. Here how many again? C3, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again this one is C3H6 and O. So here you can see in the both particularly molecule, the molecular formula is same. That one is C3H6O. But the difference is found in their arrangement of the atom, or we can say the difference is found in their functional group. So those compound where you will find a difference in the functional group, that particularly property, that particularly compounds are called as a functional isomer, and this property is called as a functional isomerism. Okay, now just let's take another look here. Here you can see this particularly, this one is a structural isomerism example between the alcohol and ethers. This black ball indicates a carbon number. This orange ball indicates a oxygen. And this one white balls are indicating a hydrogen only. So this one is the formula of ethanol, CH3CH2OH, ethanol. And this one is CH3OCH3, ether. In the both compound, what will you get? Sorry. In the both compound, what will you get? Carbon number is 2. Okay. Hydrogen number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hydrogen number is 6. And oxygen 1. So this particularly molecular formula, it will be applied for this one also and for this one also. In the both formula, in the both structure, you may find that the everywhere this particular molecular formula is same, but the arrangement of atom is different. That's why this one is called as a structural isomerism. And but there is a difference found in the particularly functional group, so we can say this one is a functional isomerism. Here the physical property means the polar OH bond gives the rise to a hydrogen bonding, and the chemical property is this one, and here these are the physical and chemical properties. Now in the next example, here again you can see black ball means carbon. How many carbon atom is there? C3. Hydrogen how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hydrogen. And oxygen is 1. So aldehyde. And this one again here, carbon number is 3, hydrogen is 6, and oxygen is 1. To one side there is one side there is aldehyde group present, and the other side there is a ketone group present. So difference is found in their functional group only. That's why this one is called as functional isomerism. Next one is the example of a carboxylic acid and ester. In this example again you can see how many carbon number is there? C3. How many hydrogen number is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oxygen number is how many? 2. C3H6O2. So this one is called as oic acid, carboxylic acid, and this one is called as ester. Okay, the difference is found in the functional group. One side there is a carboxylic acid, one side there is a ketone, sorry, ester. Next one is our metamerism. So now what is metamerism? This type of isomerism arises due to the presence of different alkyl group on the side chain. Okay, so this thing you have to remember always, arises due to the presence of different alkyl group chain on each side of functional group. It is a rare type of isomerism, okay, and that contain a divalent atom surrounded by the alkyl group. The example here you can see the molecular formula is this one, and it can be represented by these two things. Either you can write it like this, C2H5 or C2S5 ether, and this one is also ether, CS3 or C3S7. But the difference in the side chain of alkyl group, one side is ethyl, and one side methyl and propyl. Ether functional group is same. How many carbon atoms is there? 4 carbon atoms is there. Here also 3, 1, 4. Hydrogen atom is 10, 10. Oxygen 1, 1. So we can see here that there is a meta-isomerism is found when there you will find a difference in the alkyl group present on the E side of functional group. Next one is tautomerism. What is tautomerism? Tautomerism, as indicates, you will find these things in your the next semester. Tautomerism is just nothing like there will be just removal of a one hydrogen or water, and you will be able to convert a compound from ketone to alcohol. So this tautomers, whenever you will find, you will get to know that this tautomers is also a structural isomers of those compound which can easily interconvert. Okay, this reaction commonly you can just result in the relocation of the proton, and it is an example of the relevant to the behavior of particularly amino acid, to nucleic acid, and two of the fundamental building blocks of the life. This one is that tautomers exist together and can easily interchange. Proton will be transferred, and as I told you that there will be interconversion between ketone and alcohol group. That's why they are saying that this one is also called as ketoenol tautomerism. Here you can see the example. In this example, this one is our ketone molecule. It is going to be converted into a alcohol molecule. CH3COCH3, it will be just convert into ketone to alcohol, CH2 double bond, COH, CH3. Here this one hydrogen will be lost, right? And here the double bond will be formed like this, and this ketone group bond will be broken down. Here hydrogen will become like this. So you can see this ketone group is easily converted into this particularly alcohol molecule. Now this one is ring chain isomerism. What is ring chain isomerism? Ring chain isomerism means one molecule will be found in the ring form, and one particularly compound it will be found in a chain form. They generally contain a different number of a pi bond. And a great example of this type of isomerism you can find, you can observe in a C3H6, propene and cyclopropane. This one here, this one is cyclopropane, 3 carbon atoms you can find in the ring chain also, and 3 carbon atoms you can find like a this particularly chain like structure. Now, what do you mean by these things in this particularly topic? What is the relation of this thing to this thing? So this one is the important factor to remember for the entire duration of this particularly organic chemistry class is that there is a free rotation about the single bond. Okay, this one indicates that there is a free rotation around the single bond, and because of the same molecule can adopt a different conformation, you can compare to this particularly representation. Same goes for a molecule. Unless there is a bond broken during any process, we are working with the same molecule. They are different conformation resulting from the rotation around a single bond. But because this rotation and interconversion happen very fast, most often we consider them as being the same compound. This one was about this particularly rotation. So thank you. We have awesome chemistry. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you and have a good day.